If you are watching this video right now, then obviously you would like to learn or are just interested to find out how to eat ribs like a pro. Little disclaimer before I get started here. I say that this is how to eat ribs like a pro. I have not personally ever won a professional rib eating contest. I've won a rib eating contest, not a professional one. I've come in second. But I have learned from the best, at least watched videos of the best doing their stuff, like Joey Chestnut, Pat Bertoletti. So I think I have a fair grasp on what it takes to do decent at a rib eating contest. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to win shit if you watch this video. But I'm telling you what I know. First off, the rules. Rule number 1 of professional rib eating. Barbecue sauce is for pussies. Unless it's already on your ribs, because then it counts for the weight. I know people who enter rib contests just for the free ribs, just to sit there and enjoy them. So if that's the case, if that's the way you want to live your life, then be my guest. But otherwise, it's just extra weight. It's going to fill you up. And yeah, forget about it. Rule number 2. Everything's game. Except for the bones. It's kind of gross, but I know a lot of people try to stay away from the really fatty part of the rib, eat the lean part. Obviously you like to stay away from the cartilage. But this is professional eating. This isn't eating dinner. You don't have time to worry about all that junk. To be honest, the fat is your friend. It goes down a lot easier than the lean part of the meat. So if you see a nice fatty part of the rib, dive right in. You're in an eating contest, you're not in a dieting contest. And there's the cartilage. It is kind of gross. Even for myself, if you bite down on a piece of cartilage in your mouth, it grosses you the hell out and you slow down because of that. But if it is already in your mouth and you didn't expect it to be there, just swallow it down. You don't have time to spit it out. You gotta remember, there's probably money on the line, if not some sort of prize, and obviously fame and glory. So just keep that in mind. Forget about all that cartilage and fat stuff. You'll get far in a rib contest if you can get over that. And rule number 3, you do not have to worry about cleaning every single one of your bones bone dry. In most rib eating contests, what matters is the weight. They usually give you pre-weighed trays. You eat as much as you can off of it, and when it looks like you're done, then they'll put another tray in front of you and you eat it. This is what they've done at the contest that I do. Some places might require you to clean your bones completely. If that's the case, then completely forget this rule. But otherwise, just whatever makes you eat the fastest, just keep at it. If there's a piece of meat that just will not come off the damn bone, dump it aside. If there's a piece of meat that has a lot of meat on it, but there's a lot of cartilage and stuff you want to avoid, throw it to the side. If there's a piece of meat that just doesn't look good, throw it aside. So, yeah, be picky. Clean the bones as much as you can, reasonably, but don't worry too much about it. Now for the fun part of the video, the technique part. How many ribs do I have here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 ribs and 5 techniques, so I can only screw this up 7 times. So the first technique I'm going to go over is the most basic. I'm going to use this shitty rib that I have right here. The most basic, the most intuitive. I'm just going to call this one the fat ass technique. The reason why I call it this is because this is what a fat ass would look like. There's no rhyme or rhythm. It just looks like you're straight up pigging out on ribs. You're gonna get messy. You're gonna look like a fat ass. Here's the rib. This is the fat ass. I feel like a fat ass. As you can see, it didn't work too bad. It's not the fastest, I'll say that. But for a newbie rib eater, that might be your safest bet. Alright, next technique. Oh yeah, the corn on the cob technique. I've seen a few people do this. I'll just demonstrate right now. I got something there. I think I just swallowed something hard. But as you can see, that worked out pretty good. I cleaned that rib fairly fast. There's a little bit of debris, but it worked out pretty well. Not my favorite technique because I don't like the constant rotation. I bit into the bone really hard here. So if you do that on stage, you want to break your tooth. Technique number 2, corn on the cob. It's like eating corn on the cob. Just it's a rib. Technique number 3, this is a hard one. This technique is what I'm going to just call the zipper technique. This is actually the technique that I think, just from videos that I've watched, I've never asked or seen up close and personal, but this I think is the technique that Joey Chestnut, the current world record holder in ribs, uses. You're almost using your mouth, the side of your mouth and your teeth like a zipper. You grab the rib and you choose whatever side you want to go on. You just go. I'm horrible at this. How did you do that? Alright, I'm going to try this again. Maybe he uses his top teeth. Alright, third time to chomp. Here we go. I don't know what I did there differently. I just like this. Take the meat, go, and zippers the meat right off. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not good at that technique personally, especially if you don't know how to eat ribs at all. I would not advise that. Fourth technique. Now this is my favorite. This is the technique I personally use. I call in this one the umbrella. Pat Barletti kind of taught me this. Kind of like, imagine you're doing an umbrella. You grab it and you pull it up. It opens up. Well, this way, instead of pulling it up, you're holding it on one end. Alright, so as you can see, you grab it. I like to use my knuckles like this because it's a lot firmer. You grab it, you push, and it makes a little umbrella. Beautiful umbrella. And then you just go in there. It comes off. Sometimes people just like to do that, grab the meat and throw it to the side and keep doing that when they're chewing on their meat. This isn't the most clean technique there is out there. It is fast. I personally like doing this technique. So yeah, the umbrella. It works for me. Last but not least, this last technique I'm going to show you. I've seen people do it. I've seen it work well for people. I don't usually do this, but this last technique I call the hooker. It's a very simple technique. All you do is you take the entire piece of meat, you shove it back in your mouth, you kind of clamp down a little bit, you pull it back out, and you repeat the process over and over and over again. You're a fish, and this rib is the hook. I'm going to try this right now. Ow! Alright, that didn't work. Alright. I have a big mouth to do that one. I guess if you got a bigger mouth or something, or you perfected the technique, you can do better than I did. This was a really curved bone too. But, yeah, the hooker. This video is not going to make you win a rib eating contest. I guarantee you that. It might help you. But I'm hoping that at least gives you a little bit of insight on how to eat ribs like a professional. Part of the reason why I made this video is because the Nuggets Rib Cook-Off Rib Eating Championship is actually in a few days. Actually, it might be tomorrow from the day I upload this. August 28th, 2013 in Reno, Nevada. The Best of the West Nugget Rib Cook-Off. I'm going to be competing there. I got second there last year with 7.5 pounds of ribs. Joey Chestnut's going to be back this year. He got first last year with 8 pounds of ribs. Mickey Sudo is going to be there. She just beat Joey Chestnut a few months back or so in a ribbing contest. So she might kick all our asses for all I know. But yeah, it's going to be a great contest. I'm looking forward to it. This is kind of my training right here. I got a few more ribs. I'm going to pound these as fast as possible. This one looks delicious to me for whatever reason, so I'm going to barbecue sauce this one up and enjoy it. But if this doesn't help you out, then I hope it was entertaining. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of insight into this world that I call competitive eating. And yeah, good luck to me in a few days, I guess. I'm going to need it. Does anybody want one of these ribs? They are good. I didn't slobber.